Where I am now, better than before, through those open doors. Where I am now, where I am now, I'm in a special place, a tender warm embrace. Where I am now. It's now time for the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world. That's FYI Radio Show with your host, Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton. I'm Ed Everett, the co-host. The music that you hear in the background is none other than Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton, Where I Am Now. And if you'd like to see FYI Radio Show live in the studios of WGPL 1350, WMVA 88.9, all you have to do is go to Edward Everett's Facebook page, Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton's Facebook page, and guess what? You can see us live right here in the studio. And if you want to hear us all over the globe, all you have to do is go to 1400 AM, 1350 AM, click and listen live. And now I want to introduce to some and present to others the host of the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world, Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton, and a pleasant good morning to you.
Good morning, Mr. E. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
Could you, will you be my neighbor?
Let's welcome our neighbors, our WGPL 1350 AM listeners.
Peace 95.3 FM, WMVA 88.9, WPCE 1400 AM.
Facebook Live is on and popping. Let's also welcome Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Instagram. Make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. We'll shout you out later on in the show.
Like, share, comment, and subscribe.
Like, share, comment, subscribe. Go to YouTube to our new channel. FYI Radio Show host Yolanda Hinton. Or you can still visit Crystal Records 1. That's CRISTO Records 1. We promise. Shout you out.
Shout out, yeah.
Missy, how was your weekend?
I had a great weekend. I had spring fever. I had the spring fever.
Spring
I had
fever.
the flavor of a Pringle, but the spring fever.
You had that spring fever. You wanted to get out. You wanted to fly. You wanted to go somewhere. You wanted to do something.
Let me tell you, the weather was so superb, so beautiful, so nice. I was ready to get on the kayak. I was ready to get in the canoe.
Go somewhere.
I was ready to roll and roll and roll and roll.
I think everybody felt that way. It was so lovely here in the Hampton Roads area. By the way, it's going to be in the 80s today.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Looking forward to that. But you know, when it's like that and it's beautiful, you want to do stuff. You want to be out. But if you're not doing anything, it's kind of a funny feeling, like a little bit of anxiety, like, oh my goodness, I feel like I'm stuck like Chuck.
That's right, Miss Hinton. But just before we go to the next level, let's do this right quick, okay?
Absolutely.
Let's do this. This the new single by Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton. Make it all right here. Sometimes get away, oh darling, say when the storm comes, gonna push you down in your place, and he will come with you. I know he'll make it all right. Sometimes you gotta get away, talk to the Lord, tell him down all the problems, tell him what's wrong, and there's no one else who will understand. You know he'll make it all right. So he'll make it all That's Miss Yolanda, the lady Hinton. Make it all right on a first thing on a Monday morning. If you going through anything, it's a done deal because the Lord made it all right. How old is the music now?
Yes, it is. Almost 2 months old. But I tell you, it's getting great reviews.
Yeah.
Thank you all for your support. You can get it anywhere. You can buy it anywhere where the music is sold.
Yeah.
But the message is clear. Make it all right. He'll do it every time.
Yes, he will. Yes, he will. He'll do it. And you can pick up wherever music is sold. All you got to do, remember the title and go to your local, go anywhere, go online and say, I Want It by Miss Yolanda, the lady Hinton, by Yolanda Hinton. Make it all right.
I want to say good morning to Sheila Robbins and Celerio. We have somebody here on Instagram, Mr. E. I believe it's our friend.
Miss Shirley Dolores James. Good morning to you.
I tell you, it is a beautiful day here. Are you ready for the warm?
I'm ready. I'm ready like Freddie. I'm ready like Freddie and Eddie can't wait.
Anyway, I had a wonderful weekend.
Yeah.
Mr. E, spent time with family, had a great time. The weather was absolutely faboo. Got a chance to work out, do a lot of things. But I tell you what, I'm here today, and we are ready for our Mondays sports talk.
You know, Miss Hinton, on Saturday, everybody was looking for some b-ball, but guess what? We had basketball on Sunday.
Absolutely.
And let's go straight to the score. Let's go straight to the score. So good morning to all of our good folks that's out there listening to us live on Sports Talk. I want to let you know we getting ready to get into the playoff brackets. We getting ready to get into the tournament time. That's right.
Yes.
We getting ready to get that tournament time. But let's go on down to April the 14th, which was yesterday. The Wizards played against the Celtics, and the Celtics beat the Wizards 132 to 122. The Cavaliers lost to the Hornets 120 to 110.
Yes.
The Hawks, they lost to the Pacers. Indiana Pacers wasn't playing no game.
Why not? What happened?
157 to 115.
Look, we saw quite a few games like that. A little bit of a slaughter.
What a barn burner that was. 157 to 115. The Indiana Pacers said, we ain't taking no hostage. They won 47 out of 35. They lost, and they said, hey, look, we going into tournament time with a bang.
Wow.
And then Miami Heat, the Miami Heat came and they beat the Raptors 118 to 103. The Knicks played against the Bulls. I thought that was a good game.
Great game.
Yeah, I thought that was a good game. I went to 262 last night, 266 and 261. I began to look at it all over again, and I saw where the Knicks pulled it on the Bulls 120 to 119.
Well, who was your pick, Mr. E?
For
the Bulls and the Knicks. You better say Knicks because you got a friend that is a New York Knicks fan.
I'm going to say my new friend, my newfound.
My grandson and I sat and looked at the game, and he was for the Bulls, and he was like, "Oh man, it was any man's game. It was toe-to-toe most of the whole game."
The Milwaukee Bucks played against the Orlando Magic, and the Magic beat them 113 to 88. And I think my boy was out of it. He wasn't there. I can't even pronounce his name. And then you got to look at the 76ers. Philadelphia 76ers beat the Brooklyn Nets 107 to 86, Miss Hinton. What some basketball that we saw. And then turn around and the Grizzlies lost to the Nuggets. The Denver Nuggets beat the Grizzlies 126 to 111. And the Suns, Phoenix Suns beat the Timberwolves 125 to 106. That was a good game. And guess what?
Oh, wow.
The Lakers beat my boys, the Pelicans.
Look, I'm going to give the Pelicans credit. At least they were in the 100s, because at one time they were so far behind Mr. E.
That's right. My boy Zion came to play, so he's going to be a beast in this playoff. Y'all better watch Zion.
But they're still in the playoff.
They still in the playoff. They getting ready to get that playoff off the go. And guess who had to play to see the playoff?
Who?
The same match you see right there, the Pelicans against the Lakers. And they lost. They lost to the Lakers. The Pelicans did, and that was 124 to 108. The Mavericks lost to the Thunders. OKC came through last night, 123. And they was talking about OKC because OKC don't have them big names up there. They got brand new speed guards. That's right. And that's right. And they said that we got them. We got this 135 to 86. And then the Detroit Pistons lost to the San Antonio Spurs 123 to 95. And then the Golden State Warriors beat the Utah Jazz.
That's my grandson's team. And he sat there and he made sure. Look, he was like, you all better win, because hey, I'm rooting for you all. But that was a good game as well.
You know that overall that commentators are saying that guess who's going to be in the playoff championship?
All right, let's hear.
It's going to be the Warriors and the Lakers.
That's what I heard.
Oh, I don't believe
Okay, now tell me why. Tell me why.
I do not.
You don't feel like that.
Well, see, you got to remember, I believe the Warriors going to be there.
Yeah. You
But
real?
I really do. AD is coming up to life, and the Lakers are LeBron James is playing. I know a lot of folks saying that you're crazy, but here's the thing that you got to understand: the Lakers are overrated, and the Warriors have already been there, done it, and they need a championship.
I'm glad you said that, because even though that is my grandson's team, the Warriors have been there. We kind of like, we want some new blood.
That's
we want
right.
some fresh blood.
I want to see some new folks winning.
Yes.
I want to see somebody like the Pelicans and OKC. I like to see them
what
go
and Pelican get it. Season.
You know, the Pelican season had a great season. They won 49 out of the games that they played. Okay. You know, so I'm looking for the Pelicans to come alive. I'm looking for them to do a little something. You know, so when you look at the Warriors won 123 to 116. Absolutely. Damon didn't get kicked out the game. It was no fight neither.
Damon, who was that just came back in?
Damon.
From punishment.
Damon.
Okay, can you give us that story? Why in the world was he out this week?
Damon is another, I'm going to say it again, he's another one of those Chicago Bulls fans.
Dennis Rodman.
Dennis Rodman. He's another Dennis Rodman, but he's in the 24th century.
And he's sitting there just as happy, as bad as he can be.
Out and go, and then kick him on out. Everybody know that he's going, what he's come to do, but they cannot stop.
Well, he has to put some excitement in the game. Come on, we need a bad boy sometimes.
That's right. That's harassment. That's what he called harassment. When you come to the game, well, that's like the other day when Jay Morant was on the bench, and the Lakers, LeBron James dunked on top of Dylan's head, and Jay Morant pushed him. He was on the bench sitting down in street clothes, and he had to come out there and push somebody. You know, sit down. Bad boys need to sit down.
What do you think about how LeBron's is playing now? I mean, we're going to the playoffs. What do you think? Is he stepping up, or is he showing up, or? Because when he was out as well.
He was
the last game, I believe.
Yeah, he was out. He was out with and he came in there and he hit about 28 points. Mm-hmm. You know. So I'm not trying to give him no prop whatsoever.
I'm trying to figure out why he's a star. He's a star.
I think the GOAT getting too much credit. You know, he said he wants to continue to play basketball until he play against his son.
Okay.
You know,
that may be a dream.
It's coming around the corner real soon.
Yeah.
You know, but let's get back to the score that the Houston Rockets played against the Clippers, and that was a good game, 116 to 105, and the Kings beat the Trailblazers.
They really beat them too.
121 to 82. Yeah. And you know, so the games are getting ready to start. The sentence, new games are getting ready to start, starting this week, starting tonight.
Well, Missy, I wanted to say, you know, observing the NBA, the professional ball players, it is a difference than what we saw with the college players.
That's right.
The college players are bad. They're fired too. But I'm noticing that the NBA players, they have a little more tricks and a little more movement, a little more theatrics, along with having a great stride, energy, and stamina.
Well, we haven't seen anything yet. Wait till the playoff coming around the corner, where you're going to see how basketball and everybody coming out their grab bag. I was watching OKC yesterday, and I was looking at they used to call Houston the Five Slammer Jammer. But I was looking at OKC as they attacked that basket. I mean, they were the thundering and the lightning out there last night. I mean, going from underneath the bucket and turn around and slamming it home. Yes. I said, okay, OKC, OKC. So I can't wait until the razzle and the dazzle and the defense and the offense and the players come out to play.
Well, Mr. E, what do you have for us? You need to teach us now where we are, what's going on, and how we can keep up.
Well, the pre-post, when you look at the pre-post is starting this week. I mean, the Eastern Conference and the Western Conference, and remember, it's each conference number seven plays. Plays number 8 with the winning getting the
say that again, Mr.
seed.
Because you got to take this up for us amateurs.
Okay, the tournament.
Okay.
that's take place this week to decide spot 7 and spot 8
Okay.
in the conference.
All right.
So when you look at it, now we're trying to see who's going to be number 7 and who's going to be 8 to get to spot for the conference.
Okay.
So that means out of all the teams that playing, ain't no but 8 spots.
Okay.
For
for
this
the playoff.
conference. That's right. For the conference. Remember, each conference number 7 plays and number 8 with the winning getting the 7th and the seed spot. The losers plays the winner game between the 9th and the 10th to see who gets the 8th seed spot.
Okay.
So tomorrow night, April the 16th, the number 7 seed, which is the Pelicans, will play against the Lakers at 7 p.m.
Okay.
And then the Kings, which is the number 9 Kings, will play against the Warriors on the same date, April the 16th.
Okay.
So who you going with? Are you going with the Lakers against the Pelicans or the Warriors against the Kings? Who? Pick.
Lakers, Warriors.
Okay. You going Lakers? Okay. And then on the 17th, the number 7, these different conferences now. There's the East Conference against the West Conference. So the conference, that East Conference right now on the 17th will consist of the 76ers versus the number 8 Heat. And the Bulls versus the Hawks. Wow. So what is your pick on that?
All right, Heat Bulls.
Heat Bulls, okay. So that's what it's all about. So they're talking about the top 8 seeds. So then it goes on, and the schedule continues until we get down to the 21st.
Yeah.
Then we be up there in that playoff seed, second round, going into the playoff game.
Wow.
So when we look at those games, and we're starting with the rounds, when you look at that, you might well go ahead and get your tournament bracket. Today I'm showing our TV audience. This is your tournament bracket.
I see. Playoffs 2024.
That's what's going to be your tournament bracket. Nobody's there yet. So we're all going through the East and we're going into the West. And we just mentioned the seeds that will be playing in the tournament brackets. So get your brackets, get everything ready, start taking your picks, and find out who's gonna be the top players in the NBA.
Okay.
Basketball game. Miss Hinton, don't forget to let our people know. Remind our people tonight.
Oh my goodness!
That
the WNBA draft picks. Oh my goodness! I cannot wait. You know, the NCAA women's tournament and games were fire.
That's right.
I cannot wait to see what the WNBA yields and who was the pick. Now, Mr. E has some information about one of the young ladies that's definitely coming from the NCAA to the WNBA.
The NCAA draft with Caitlin Clark. I mean, I think,
and she should be there.
I think the Indiana Pacers going to pick her up. Few picks for first start, right? The WNBA with Caitlin Clark being the first. To build amongst fans in 2024 WNBA draft, the general manager and the coach of FIRO reviewing the plays and compiling their potential draft board.
Yes.
The draft will be held on tonight, April the 15th, at the Frame Brooklyn Academy of Music.
That's
at BAM.
Yes.
ESPN will be broadcasting the 2024 WNBA. And I want to say, women, y'all doing a wonderful job by breaking into the sports. You know, Miss Hinton, we got women playing football now.
Absolutely.
Because we had some of the people that, some of the owners or managers, promoters, with us on our show one time before.
Yes.
So here's what they looking at. That's at 7:30 tonight. We'll have a pre-show at 7 o'clock. This year marks the first time the WNBA draft will have fans in attendance since 2014. Amazing. 16th draft. So
I'm looking forward to see my girl Angel Reese. I have to see her. She's another beast. She is on fire. And from LSU, But I want to know what it takes to get these girls into any team. What is it? You said Indiana may go with Caitlin.
That's
What is
right.
it going to take to get Miss Caitlin
Miss
on that
Caitlin
team?
got
She got that little.
you know, have you seen that slot machine where you pull the one arm
That's
band, and every time they mention her name, her eyes
I'm trying.
just like dollar, 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 dollar,
They gotta come
until
with
it
some.
hit the right
Yes.
number, and then you're gonna have that Caitlin clock. Now you got to remember also in this draft, you got Caitlin Clark, you got Camilla Costio. That's Big Red.
My goodness.
That was Big Red from South
Carolina.
Carolina. That's right. Big Red.
Oh,
she won with the South Carolina, so you can rest assured that she's gonna be out there too. And then Stanford's gonna have their folks out there too, which is Camera Brink from and Angela Reese.
And Miss Angie
will be out there.
Reese. Yes.
Also in this WNBA pick on tonight.
Absolutely. That's going to be interesting. And I'm glad that these girls are going to be in there because they have really brought something to me, something very interesting to the table, the fire, the energy. They're ready for the big league. That's right. I'll give it to them. They're ready for the big league. They're hot, set, ready. So now, are you glad that the WNBA, the women, is now standing out with and getting that basketball promo? Absolutely. The sponsorship, the money, the attention. You know, they have worked hard to get where they are, and I think it's going to go to another level because they already pulling in those celebrities. I think Angel, Cameron, and Big Red, all them, your girl, Caitlin, they are already stars. That's right. They're already stars. And listen, they're going to bring a whole lot to the game, you know, and they are physical, they are strong. And Caitlin, far as she hit one of the 3 points is when she stepped across 40 feet from the basket. Caitlin hit it. She's amazing. Like crazy. So everybody, I know Lottie Dottie and everybody is going to be running after Miss Caitlin Clark. Absolutely. I'm looking forward to either learning some of the old school, those that have already been there, learning who they are, the stars and things like that. Our girl is still the one that went over to Russia. She's still playing pro. She's still out and about. I guess that she was the first woman to dunk a basketball. Yeah. Brittany, Gaynor. She was the first woman to dunk a basketball, and now women all around is dunking that ball like crazy. So hey, they bring in great strategy and playing defense and offense. They're bringing the fans. Yeah, they're bringing the money. They're bringing it all. I mean, girls are bringing the money to the club. They've waited a long time to see this day where people are going to give them the attention, just like they give the NBA or the NFL. Yeah. I mean, it's here. They're there. And nothing we can do about it, but accept it. I love it. Yeah. I love it. So I'm looking forward to the WNBA. We're going to be covering that. And Mr. E, what else is going on? And don't forget to talk about FYI After Dark and our upcoming shows, Ms. Hinton. Okay, so we're going to make the announcement whether we'll be on this evening. FYI After Dark, we air at 6 p.m. on all social media platforms. We also have some upcoming shows with Coach Ty. We're going to be talking about autism this month, childhood obesity, and our anti-bullying initiative. And don't forget to follow us on social media, please. And look, be blessed. If you're in Hampton Roads, you need to enjoy this beautiful day. Come on over here for a few minutes. Let's give you some more tea. And you all be blessed. Have a wonderful day. For the past 30 minutes, you've been listening to the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world.
That's FYI Radio Show with your host, Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton. I'm Ed Everett, the co-host. If you'd like to be a special guest or sponsor of the most talked about radio show or intern, or you want to sit in our audience, all you have to do is give us a call at 757-714-7861 or inbox us or email us at FYIRadioshow@gmail.com. FYI Radio Show live at gmail.com. Don't forget to join us Monday, Wednesday, and Friday right here on WPCE WGPL Peace 95.3 and Joy 88.9. Have a wonderful, wonderful Monday. Bye now.
All right. Look, you all. Let's see, what time does it come on? I don't want to, if we come on.
7:30.
Okay, 7:30. Don't forget the WNBA draft pick. We want you all to get into the WNBA just like you would the NBA or the NFL. Let's bring the boys to the yard, Misty. But I'm going to tell you what, Misty, not only am I excited about the WNBA, I want to see what women's football is going to do, professional football. I want to see that. We're going to see women just really, really go forth in a greater way. People are ready for it. You know, the stage has already been set. You know, we got our stars over there at the NBA, all you fellas we love and stuff. But when you talk about new energy, new perspective, new way of doing things, it's exciting. When we were looking at the NCAA, the excitement that came with that game, because women were playing just like anybody else. I mean, it wasn't, some dud game on amateur hour, though it was fire. And
That's
so
right.
now
That's
all
right.
that is crossing over into the WNBA, just bringing more stars and just more attention to the game.
That's right. I want to say good afternoon, good morning to Mr. Toll. That's my good friend. Thank you so much for tuning in to our radio show and looking to hear from you because we're going to have you back on.
Absolutely.
Because this is financial month.
I would love for him to be on FYI After Dark if he would come on and be with us.
This is financial month, so we need to talk about finances just well. This month carries a whole lot of titles. It's Autism Month, Obesity Month, and then this bullying. Everything is going on in the month of April.
Well, anyway, we are so glad for you all to join us. We want you all to stay tuned because we're going to announce whether or not we'll be on this evening. And we would love for you all to join us at 6 p.m. on all social media outlets. Also, if you all have any ideas, for us, if you want to be on our platform, on our panel discussion, it would be marvelous to be able to have a few you on at a time, talking about things that you care about, things that you want to speak out about. So please don't sit back and say, hey, well, I'll just look. No, we want to hear your input, and we want to hear what you care about.
And if you got some young folks, we got some young folks that's been dealing with some bullying experiences
and other things,
and they want to talk about it. So, hey, if you know some young folks that want to go one-on-one and talk about their experience and why bullies and why this, and when I get a little age, my one of my grandkids I had with me the other day told me, he said, listen, I'm 16 years old now, and I'll be 17 years old in this year in 2024. And I said in 2025, I'll be 18 years old.
Wow.
And guess what? I'll be grown. Yes. And I ain't got to tell nobody where I'm going. Is that a good statement or not?
Well, she will be grown, and she will be, get out there and see if she can fly. Has she been given the skills from being born to 18? It will show up what skills she has in order to survive in this world. Or she may go through life and it's not a challenge. She may just know how to maneuver herself and go by her own instincts, her own relationship with God, her own, what she's been empowered with, her potential. She may be able to do it.
I
And
believe she can
you
do it.
know, and you know, a lot of kids are ready at 18. A lot of them are kicked out at 18. I know a lady that said, "Look, I don't care where you go, but you got to get the hell out of here at 18 years old."
At 18 years old, my daddy did the same thing to all of us men.
Ooh,
My
how does
da-
that
my
feel?
daddy said this. He said, "Listen, ain't but one testosterone level in this house.
And that's
That's
it.
mine."
And you
He's
said at 18,
at
he said
18.
what? Bye bye.
My daddy didn't even allow you to walk down the aisle. He took you straight to the recruiter's office. And when he take you to the recruiter's office, he said, "Listen, you don't have a full time job, you don't have a full time scholarship, and you don't live at my house.
Well,
See
I
you
didn't have a
later."
problem with it. 18 years old, I moved to Washington, D.C. I was like, look, can I go? Look. And I did.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
I did. I just went ahead and jumped out of the house and, jumped. I jumped, like Steve Harvey said, jump. That's what I did. And so, a lot of young people are ready. They've been conditioned, like I said, to go. They have it in them to do, go and do and become. And I think it's marvelous.
And that'll be a great show. What do you think so far? All our listeners that are on, is it you think that a child is ready to jump out the nest at the age of 18, or do you think like a bird, like a mama bird does his child, to their baby birds?
Yes.
They only leave them in the nest for 7 days, and after 7 days, they gotta fly or die.
Well, the door is open to children. Well, they're not children, young adults at 18. The door is open for them to create careers, businesses, get jobs, go in the military, and things like that. The door is open, so why not walk in it?
That's right. That's right.
If you have opportunity.
If you have the opportunity and you ready to go, go.
Yes.
If because one of my grandbabies says she wants to go to Washington D.C. and she wants to be in the FBI. She wants to see historical things, and I said to her, "Do it."
Yeah.
The skies are the limit. When
Just
you
try.
get to the point, just get on out there and do what you got to do. I want to say good morning to Miss Sheila Green. Thank you so much for tuning in to the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world. Also to Miss Shirley Dolores James. Thank you so much. When I see the James, my neck turn around.
Oh, how come?
Because I
know
thought
it
was LeBron James.
All right, that's just terrible. But anyway.
No, I'm just joking, Miss James.
So anyway, we have some great upcoming shows. Coach Ty will be here on Friday. Wednesday, what's under the hat? Issues concerning you, men.
That's right. And then we have some folks from Eckerton will be here. I'll find out today whether or not it's a go.
Okay.
Some folks from Eckerton will be here, and we'll let you know more about what's going on with this autism, autism,
absolutely.
and those who have autism and how they're coping with it and how they're handling it.
Absolutely. Now you all make sure you stick and stay with us. We have some great things coming up for you all. We are absolutely glad to be able to be with you all on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. We are still filling up our calendars. Mr. E's going to give you that information on how you can be a special guest sponsor intern. But in the meantime, we really, really, really thankful for you and your commitment to us. We just want to hear from you a little bit more. We want to know what you are interested in as far as topics. If you want to refer people to us as for our platforms, be a special guest, we would love to have you. Our panel, we need to have you here. We have our regulars that are on, and we want to know, what things haven't we covered that you want to hear from us. We want to do some location spots. We just want to, put more flavor into it this year. So we're going to work hard for that. So Mr. E is going to tell you how you can be a special guest. Let me mention first, don't forget to go to Bulvic Academy. We are talking about bullying this month. And don't forget to go to Bulvic Academy, bulvic.com, and check out our information in our blog for parents and for the schools, for students. Don't forget the game app. You can get it on Google Play, or you can get it at apple.com. That's Bulvic, Bulvic, or you can get it on the link on the website, bulvicacademy.com. You can get the books. Bullying is right underneath your nose, and the Diary of a Former Bully. Look, we are also gearing up that page that we have. Bullying is right underneath your nose page on Facebook, wherein we can have discussions. We
Yeah.
can talk about things. And I sent out a little information on that the other day. I'm going to keep moving it out there. You all see it. Make sure you make a comment, or let's get into the discussion about what bullying is, and the fact that this is not just a child's
That's
thing.
right. That's
It's
right.
not just child's play. This is for adults, because I'm telling you, Mr. E, there are people that are really, really making it hard for other folk. And it is not a pretty thing.
That's right.
What comes with it this time, in this generation, is a lot of violence.
That's right. A lot of violence,
Yes.
and a lot of killing also.
Yes.
It doesn't stop. It doesn't
Suicide.
stop.
Mhm.
It's and the thing that gets me so much, Miss Hinton, is there are so many bystanders that's egging this
yes.
on. There's so many bystanders that
Yeah.
want to come out of their dwelling. There's so
Yeah.
many folks are sitting. I've seen some at one of these apartments, and they standing in the windows, standing in the doorway, watching as this
Yeah.
child or this young adult, as these grown women get out there and they go fisticuff. What is it going? What's wrong with our world today? Because there are so many people out here, Miss Hinton, that just want to fight.
They
fight,
just want to
fight.
keep fight. They just want it.
And they have no
Yes.
respect. They'll come right into your house, pull your child or whoever you may be, old senior citizen or whatever. They'll pull you out of your crib and go to you.
Yes, it is a problem, and something that we want to definitely
Let's
address.
talk about it.
We're not going to wait till October just for that month. We're going to be talking about it throughout the year. We're going to go in our chats and our rooms on social media, and we're going to talk about this problem. A lot of people want to talk about it. A lot of people have a lot to say, a lot of experience that they've had, and a majority of people are appalled by this thing called bullying. So,
And Miss Hinton, just before we give the go ahead to get out of here, two things I want our listening audience to be aware of. Don't forget that Iran and Israel is fighting.
Cutting up.
They got up this morning, looked like nothing ever happened.
And that's the thing. You just can't talk about somebody bombing this, and then you're gonna get up like, okay, well, let's just brush it off and let's go on about it.
I think that in the United States, they stopped it before it got into got out of hand, because Iran was using drones. So
yes.
Just be careful out here today. And the second thing I want to bring to your attention is that don't forget today when they select jury duties for Miss Yolanda Hinton's president.
All right. Now, I don't know nothing about that, because I sure didn't vote for him, but he's in a world of trouble. Miss D, this is it. This is the criminal case of Don J. Trump.
That's
and
right.
Miss D, I don't know what's going to happen to Bruh Man, but Bruh Man, you all can't say that he's all that powerful, because I tell you what, he got 91 indictments against him.
And no money showed up yet. Where is the money?
I wanted to rewind just a second and mention about Iraq and Israel. It would be better if our leaders would help us to understand what's going on. You just can't say, well, all these missiles and drones and stuff. People are sitting back saying, well, what is this? And, is it going to affect us? Is this World War III? Please, leaders, along with y'all sitting up there doing what y'all doing, whatever y'all doing, please make sure you explain to American people what's going on and why they should feel appalled or feel distressed or feel okay. Let people know what it is. Everybody doesn't understand war and what's going on. We need that education. And so again, back to Mr. E. Look, Mr. E, Bruh Man is in trouble. I tell you what, Bruh Man, I hope you got the lawyers. Don't get out there telling lies and selling flies if they put you on the witness stand. Bro, Trump, you better come.
This time.
It's just amazing. He got a jury coming. That's what they're doing. They're picking out the jurors and things like that. So we're going to keep you all updated. We'll probably talk a little bit more about it on Wednesday. But Miss Lee's going to tell you how you can be a special guest sponsor, intern with FYI Radio Show.
If you'd like to be a special guest or sponsor on the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world,
all you have to do is give us a call at 757-714-7861. Our inbox is at Edward Everett's Facebook page, Miss Yolanda Lady Hinton Facebook page, our FYI Facebook page, or you can email us at FYIRadioShowLive@gmail.com. Again, that's FYIRadioShowLive@gmail.com, or call us at 757-714-7861. Or when we come on, you can inbox us right there and let us know what you love to see and would you like to be a special guest. And don't forget, if you want to be in our audience, email us your email. Drop us your email so that we can email you back and let you know what day is available for you to be in our audience. All right?
Absolutely. All right. You all be blessed. We love you all. Thank you so much for your commitment and your support. Have a wonderful, wonderful day.
2 up and 2 down. VA.